I'm Ethan Kwan, and welcome to part 2 of how to make a falling sand simulation in Scratch. Falling sand game, whatever. Last time we left off with this art project. Woohoo! We get to draw pixel art. Woohoo! And you can draw like or like a square with like glasses, or like a backpack. Woohoo! How exciting! But I know what you're here for. I don't think you were here for backpack drawing. Look at that. Look at that. I could even add like a floor and some trees. This is the worst tree ever. Yeah, it's a tree. Yeah, and then and then a smaller tree, and then a bush. Whoa, whoa. So yeah, this is a pretty boring art project. That actually looks like a flower. Yeah, but whatever. Last time we left off with this boring art project with no ability to change colors. So let's add that first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first create a new variable. The first variable in this series. Whoa! Okay. So this variable is going to be called, oh, and delete the my variable if you still have that. New variable, and I'm going to make it for the sprite only, and I'm going to call it type. Or ID, but I'm just going to call it type for the sprite only. Don't forget this, because this is important. For the sprite only. For this sprite only. For this only sprite. Okay, click OK. And then at the very beginning of the create border, I'm just going to set type to stone. Alright, and I'm just going to switch costume to type. Oh, and case sensitive, I think. Stone, capital S. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say, over here, I'm just going to say switch costume, or no, I'm going to create a new script. I'm going to create when green flag clicked, and I'm just going to say forever. Inside, let's create a new block, call it switch pen, or switch brush. That sounds better. Switch brush. You can click the run without screen refresh, and click OK. All right, inside the switch block, let's just put this inside here. Switch brush, and inside switch brush, let's just say if key space pressed. If key space pressed, then I'm just gonna say if. All right, this is gonna require a bunch of if else's. So if else, and inside the first if I'm just gonna check if type equals stone. Grab the variable. If type equals stone, then I'm gonna set type to sand. All right, and I'm just gonna say if type equals sand, switch type to water. All right, let's just put that in there. And again, if type is equal to water, then I'm just going to switch set type to stone. Alright, let's test this out. Let's just put that in the else and test this out. Let's also show the type variable. So let's just do that. Okay, it says stone. And if we press the space key, whoa, okay. That's, we have to like, yes, no, I want water, no, no, okay, oh yes, okay. So that's not very helpful. I want to be able to press it once and just switch. And if I hold it down, I want to be able to hold it down and not do this crazy hack thing. Okay, so I'm just going to say, at the very bottom, I'm just going to say grab a wait until, at the very bottom of this loop, wait until not key space pressed. Just put that in there, and this should actually fix it. So, alright, so I think the reason this is happening is because of the edit run without screen refresh tick. This is the problem that sometimes you run into. All you have to do is untick the run without screen refresh, just click OK, and this should work fine. Alright, so I can't hold it down anymore. I'm holding it down right now, and it's not working, so that works. I can only switch it once. But as you can see, this costume is not changing based on this. So I'm just going to go ahead and say inside the switch brush, I'm just going to say at the very bottom, switch costume to inside the if, switch costume to type. Let's see if that works. So let's just hide the type variable. Alright, so now we can switch costumes, and now we can make an orange square with legs and a backpack. Woohoo! Look, it's an orange one, and I can make it walk on the water. Whoa! It's like a street flooding. Let's add a few more layers. This is a bad pixel art, but oh well, whatever. Yeah, so great. Now we have colors in the mix, which is nice because now we can draw more stuff. Woohoo! And this guy seems like he's drowning. Let's add a little boat. Oh wait, no, I can't because I've already done something. I'll add like something like that. Why not? Okay, this is still kind of boring because I hear you. You want to be able to oh look, it's a hat. It's a stone hat. I know what you want. I know what you want. You want to be able to actually do sand stuff. So let's add that. Let's add a way to do sand. Sand is cool. Let's simulate sand first. So I'm gonna have to create a new repeat loop, forever loop, and inside underneath the when I start as a clone, forever, and I'm just gonna grab an if type equals sand. Alright, if type equals sand, and this is why it was for the sprite only. If type equals sand, then I'm going to say, I'm going to create a new block. I'm going to call it particles, or no, maybe run sand, or animate sand, or simulate dash sand. Alright, and let's just click OK. Don't click the run without screen refresh. And let's just go ahead and drag the simulate sand block inside the if block. And inside the simulate sand block, I'm going to have to create 8 new variables. Yes, 8 new variables. That's a big surprise. Okay, so I'm going to call this first one. Let's see, what should we call it? Left dash up. For the sprite only. All of these variables are going to be for the sprite only. Left, up. Up. For the sprite only. Right, up. For the sprite only. I'm going to do a new one. Left, for the sprite only. Right, for the sprite only. Down, left, for the sprite only. Down for the sprite only, and down right for the sprite only. So this will give you all the directions, or all the cardinal directions. So left and up, right and up, left, right, down, and down, right. That will give you the 8 cells surrounding the cell. So I'm just gonna hide all these variables. Make sure all of them are for the sprite only. So yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and create I'm just gonna say for sand, I'm going to say set okay, so inside motion, we're gonna have to first say set size to 80. And then set size to 100 after this. Actually, no, I'm going to create a new block, call it check directions. Check directions. Run without screen refresh. And inside here, I'm just going to say, between the set size to 80 and 100, I'm just going to check directions like that. And then what I'm going to do is inside the check directions, I'm going to say, I'm going to change y by -8. That means we're going to go down by 8 pixels, 1 cell, right? That means I'm going to check the cell below me. So I'm going to, actually, no, I'm going to change y by 8, so that means I'm going to check the cell above me. And then I'm going to change x by -8. So I'm going to check the top left cell first. So I'm going to say inside variables, I'm just going to set left up, because this is the left up cell, 2, and I'm just gonna say maybe touching color white. Alright, like this. So left up to touching color white, like this. It's pretty simple, like this. So I'm just gonna say set left up to touching color like this. I'm just gonna duplicate this whole thing, change X by +8, and I'm just gonna get rid of this change Y. And then I'm gonna say up is this one. So up to touching color this, and then I'm gonna change X by 8 again, and then set right up to this. Now this can be kind of confusing, just follow what I have on the screen right here. And then I'm gonna go to motion, grab a change Y by -8, and change X by -16. I'm gonna check the leftmost cell, so I'm just gonna say set left to touching color. And then I'm gonna duplicate this, change X by +16, set right to touching color, and then I'm going to change X by again -16, and then I'm going to change Y by -8 again, and set bottom or down left to touching color, and then change X by +8, change X by +8, and then set down to, set down to touching color, duplicate this one more time, set down right. So if you didn't get that, that's fine, just copy what I have on the screen right now, just make sure that you got this correct. Now, of course, I might have gotten this incorrect, so I guess I could test that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and at the very bottom of the simulate sand, I'm gonna get rid of this later, but I'm just gonna say the word, and I'm just gonna grab an operator. I'm gonna go to operators, grab 7 joins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so now we have 7 inputs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually no, we have 8 inputs. It doesn't really matter where you put the joins, like I could have put one here, it doesn't really matter because they'll all join together. So variables, I'm just going to go ahead and check the left up, and then you don't have to do this, I'm just going to verify that I got them right. Up, right, right up, left, right, down left, down, and then down right. Alright, so I'm just gonna say that, and let's see. So I'm just gonna place down a block like this, and I'm just gonna put one there. Oh, where is it going? Oh, right. Okay, I messed up. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I have to change X by -8 so that it goes back to its original position in the X direction, and then I'm gonna have to change Y by +8 so that it doesn't keep moving off to the left. Alright, let's test this out again. Yeah, so it seems like it's working. So I'm gonna say, let's see. So as you can see, if I surround this whole block like this, it says all false, which is correct. Now if I do another one like this, but as you can see, the bottom, if I surround all the bottom ones like this, then it says true, 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 and then 3 falses below. And if I do all the top ones as well, then there are 2 trues in the middle, and if I cover the left one, it says false, true, so that this is working correctly. And if I do it one more time just to check, false, 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 okay, it's working fine. So yes, I did it correctly. I'm just going to get rid of the say block, or maybe I can just deattach it like this, or no, I'm just going to get rid of it. Alright, so now, as you can see, we have all the directions set correctly. So now what I'm going to do, let's see how much, okay, okay, not too long, good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is inside this check directions block, simulate sand block, I'm just going to say if, I'm just going to check if, and then grab an equals, if down is equal to true, then I'm going to move down first. So I'm going to create a new variable called dir for this sprite only, and I'm going to set dir to down, but then, yeah, so down, great. So, down, yeah, that's fine. So if this is true, then I'm going to set dir to down, but if it's not, I'm just going to say, grab an if else, then I'm going to set dir to idle. Okay, let's see what this looks like. So I'm just going to make sure to say, and I'm just going to make it do that in here. So I'm just going to, after the simulate sand block, I'm just going to say dir, like this. So let's see how that looks. Down. Okay, it looks like it can go down right now, but if I put one right below it, it says idle. Nice. So that means it can't move. But I also wanted to check the left and right position. So how this is going to work is sand behaves like a particle, right? So that means I'm first going to check the direction right below me. So do I have a particle right below me? If I do, then I'm going to move down. But because of gravity. But if I can't move down, I'm going to check to my immediate left and down. So I'm going to check below me and down. So do I have a particle down there? If I do, then I'm going to, if I don't, then I'm going to try moving that way. If I do have a particle there, I'm going to move one, I'm going to check my right. And if I have a particle there, if I do, then I'm going to say, don't move. But if I don't, I'm going to move that way. That's kind of confusing, but it will make more sense later. So I'm going to, instead of idle here, I'm going to say if down is equal to true, then I'm going to just duplicate this. If it's not true, then if left down left is equal to true, then I'm going to say left, direction to left, and then I'm going to add a D at the end just to signify that I'm going to go down and left. Alright, if down and left is equal to true. Okay, and then I'm going to add another if else, just duplicate this, and if down right is equal to true, then I'm going to set dir to right D. R-I-G-H-T, D. Oh, I already added the D. Okay, I'm going to put that there, and if not, then I'm going to add the idle animation, the idle. So I'm going to test this out. So I'm going to see what happens if I leave a particle alone, like this. Okay, great, it says down. So that means I'm going to go down. But if I put one next to it, like this, if I put one below it, like this, then it says I'm going to check my left. So I'm going to check if I can go left. But if I can't go left, so I'm going to try this, like this, then I'm going to check my right. If I can't do anything, like this, I'm going to say idle. So that means I can't move at all. So, great. So this one is going to move down, this one is going to try and move left, this one's going to move right, and this one's going to stay there. So let's implement this. So I'm going to create a new block, I'm going to call it move. Move. Alright, so I'm going to click, I'm just going to say okay. Don't click the run without screen refresh. So I'm just going to put the move block right below here, and I'm going to say if, I'm just going to grab an if else, if dir is equal to down, then I'm going to change, let me just stop the simulation, change y by 8. Negative 8, sorry, negative 8. So let's test this out. Great, so now it moves down. So as you can see, it stops when it gets to the bottom. Nice. So it says I'm going to move down until I reach the bottom, and then I can't move at all. But now I want to be able to move left and right. So I'm just going to say, if it's not down, if the direction is not down, but if it is down, if it's left D, then I'm going to change y by 8, and then I'm going to change x by, and if I'm going left, I need to change it by negative 8. So let's test this out. So let's add 2 blocks like this, add one there. Okay, so nice, so it moves like that. So it moves across, like that. Oh, let me just hide. Let me just make it stop saying the dir variable because it's kind of getting annoying. Alright, so yeah, so now it moves left if it can. Great. But if it can't move left, I'm going to say if dir is equal to right d, then I'm going to change x by 8 instead of -8, like this. Alright, so that gives more sand-like behavior, like this. Ta-da! Now it piles up. Alright, but this is not very accurate, because this is not going to work very well if I put a bunch of sand in one place. As you can see, that's not very realistic, because it's only piling up in one side if it can go both. So, see, watch this. So if I put one here, for example, it's going to go left instead of right. And that actually makes kind of sense, but yeah. So if I add enough sand, one sec. Just add enough sand. Alright, so right now it's going to go left instead of right. I want it to be a random choice between left and right. So right now it's always going to go left, but I want it to pick a random choice, like this. So like that. Somewhere between 0 and 1, I want it to go either left or right if I have both choices. So inside the simulate sand block, I'm just gonna say, before I check if down left is true, I'm gonna just duplicate this. If down left is equal to true, and grab an operator, and down right is equal to true, down right is equal to true, then I'm going to set dir to rand, and then add a d at the end, just to signify that I want to go down. Alright, so if I add that there, and then I add this back, I have to add this movement there. So I have to just duplicate this, and then I'm going to have to go to grab an if else, and I'm going to say if pick a random 1 to 10 is equal to 1, or if pick random 1 to 2 is equal to 1, then I'm going to change y by, I'm just going to change y by 8 anyway. If dir is equal to rand d, meaning go down, then I'm going to say change x by 8 if I choose 1. If not, then I'm going to go -8, like this. And then I'm just going to add this to the bottom there. Let's see if that works. Alright, so if I have a choice of which way to go, as you can see, here, I'll just try this again with this example. So if I put one down, they will not just go to the left, they will pick a random direction, either left or right to go, instead of just left, as you can see. Nice. So that's exactly what I wanted. So now what I want to do is I want to be able to, yeah, so there is sand. So we got sand working. Yay. Okay, but I'm running out of time again, so I'm going to have to leave it today at this point. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe, like, and share this channel with others. Also, good job on making sand. That was impressive. Yeah. So thank you for watching through this whole thing. And if you learned something today, just comment down below in the comments below. And if you didn't, then do whatever you want. And if you like this video, please drop a like and comment down below. And if you want help, by the way, you can just comment down below as well. Yeah. So also hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so that you don't miss part 3 of how to make a falling sand game in Scratch. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I've said that like a billion times now. Thank you for watching. That's the billionth in one time. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe, like, share this channel with others. Blah blah blah. I already said that all. Whatever. Yeah. So see you at howtodosomething.com and see you next time.